Let's get this party started. Workout 1A, we have a squat into your single arm press. You're gonna make sure your knees do not go forward throughout your squats, your knees don't lock out at the top of the motion, and your elbows stay under the dumbbell the entire time. As you see here, Joy's doing a great job keeping her elbows and arms straight as she pushes up and alternates each time before moving on to 1B. Next up, we have our squat and our oblique crunch, which means we're gonna try to drive our elbows to our knees and meet somewhere in the middle with a nice crunch at the top of each motion when you stand and drive. Make sure your squats, you're gonna push your butt straight back. This will never change. Anytime you're doing a squat, your knees will not go forward. You're gonna push back every time, really focusing through your glutes and your hamstrings and not killing your knees. We have 10 each side. For 1C, we're gonna pick up one of the dumbbells we were using, or you can use both if you're a little bit more advanced. Then you can do a squat hold and a dumbbell press. So you're gonna go as deep as you can in that squat. Still, your knees do not go forward. You're gonna extend that dumbbell from your chest all the way out for 20. You're gonna follow this tempo just like Joy's doing right here. Controlled, push out, and then back in. Try not to bounce. Try and stay as low as you can throughout the entire motion. We have 20. Now we're gonna go to the ground and we're gonna do a full crunch using that same dumbbell we used for 1C and 1A. Come all the way up, try to drive that dumbbell or weight you're using past your knees, and then extend all the way back out. We have 15. To finish up this circuit, we have our full crunch body weight. So we're gonna do our 1D with the weight, and then moving on to 1E, we're gonna drop that weight and perform a burnout with our core and 15 more. All right, now that you're locked in, let's get to work. how you do it. Way to work. Now that we're done with that circuit, we're going to take a quick little break. We're going to hydrate and going to repeat based on your fitness level. So level 1, minimum 2 times around. Level 2, minimum 3 times. Level 3, 4 times or more of doing that same exact circuit, all right? So get a sip of water, take a quick break, and let's get back to it. Good job. Going to our second circuit, we're going to do our lateral dumbbell swings with a light, medium, or heavy band around our ankles. Whenever you start your swing, you gotta drop down, which means your feet are gonna be wide, and you're gonna thrust up, which means your feet are gonna go close. This motion cannot switch, or you'll be thrown off. All right, so if your feet are wide, that's when the dumbbells are swinging in. When your feet are close and tapping in, that's when you're coming up and moving, all right? So really try to hinge and drive your hips through that thrust, okay, and modify this weight however you see fit. We use 10 to 15 pound dumbbells, but you can use a kettlebell, med balls, modify to your accessibility. If you're at home in the gym, modify as needed. Now we're gonna move that band above our knee. So starting on your ankles with 2A. Now we're gonna move it above your knee for your fire hydrant raises. So you're gonna make sure you're gonna keep your knee and foot lined up as best you can and pull through your glutes, not from your feet, okay? So when you raise, you should really feel this in your glutes. If not, you're gonna make sure you fix your form, keep your core tight, chest stays up, and go up as high as you can, trying to keep it as lateral as possible when you raise it up. We have 20 each leg. 2C, we're gonna lay on our backs. We have our band abductions. So same thing from 2B, now we're just gonna burn it out and really control that abduction. So it's not gonna be fast, it's not gonna be any quick or out of control. Really try to engage and control how that band pulls in and out. All right, so we want to go as heavy as we can with this band to get the full engagement in our glutes. All right, so if you have the heaviest band, put that on for 2C and 2D, and really try to engage and control that inner and abduction as you go in and out. Okay, so you should feel this in your glutes. Keep your core tight. Keep that pelvic towards the ground. All right, we have 20 before moving on to 2D. Going to 2D, we want to keep the band wide. You want to try to keep your feet flat as possible, and you're going to do your bridges as you go up. So as you see here, our feet are going to stay close. Our knees are going to stay wide the entire time. We have 20, control up, control down. Once again, it's not quick. This is going to be a nice mental engagement for your glutes. So we have 20 before moving on to 2E. To finish this circuit, we have our bridge hold, knees stay wide, feet stay close. You're gonna do your dumbbell press as you're keeping that hold through your glutes. So core stays tight, as you see Joy's stomach is flat, her chest is up, and you can have a nice strong neutral grip, 20 before finishing this circuit. So now that you're locked in, let's get to work.
Yes.
That's how you do it, way to work. Now that we're done with that circuit, we're gonna take a quick little break. We're gonna hydrate and gonna repeat based on your fitness level. So level 1, minimum 2 times around. Level 2, minimum 3 times. Level 3, 4 times or more of doing that same exact circuit, all right? So get a sip of water, take a quick break, and let's get back to it. Good job.